Hi YouTubies, it's me, Zachary Michael, also! And could you believe that there's a world where we can learn more about Reborn doll drama? And by that, we're really just focusing on one person today, if I can be honest with you. And it's Miss Julie from the Country Cottage. Because, because divas, I don't know what God's side is, and I think we all agree that we could probably be on Marisol's side for the most part. Whose side we're absolutely not on is Miss Julie's. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Hidden Messes, thanks so much for 2 months of Prime. Leave me out of this, God, probably. Well, we got some updates about Julie because, first of all, if you haven't kept up, I talked about this a little bit already on Twitch before we started recording one day this week. And now there's multiple clips that we can watch and discuss that I'm like, we're going to bring this to the YouTubies. Like, the YouTubies need to know. So if you forgot about who this person is, this is Julie, the Country Cottage. I clicked on more to learn more about her, but she doesn't have anything there. If you recall, we first found her and discovered her through some drama that she had with a channel called Marisol's Doll Nursery, I think. And she went back and forth with Marisol. There was lots of drama, lots of issues, mostly seemingly on Julie's side, where she's talking shit about Marisol being poor, talking shit about this, that, the other when it came to Marisol. Very, very weirdly. Miss Julie is a Reborn doll collector. Can we look at her Facebook? It's where the content can't be stolen from. You know what? We might give it a chance. We might pull it up after we get through some stuff. We might pull it up once we get through some stuff. She's a Reborn doll collector. She posts about her Reborn dolls. This, that, the other. Now, when we did our last couple of videos about this Reborn doll drama, Jane mentioned that Julie had been involved in some other drama before, okay? Not drama that I was aware of. Jane hadn't quite found it. But some of these people that Julie had issues with, found their way to my comment section. Okay? Found their way to the comment section. So, I do want to share a post from one of them. Their channel is called Reborn HYGGE, which I believe is a Swedish word. I just don't know how to pronounce it. And I say that because I was walking through a Swedish neighborhood and I saw that word on a sign in a storefront, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's it. But I have no Huga is what people in the chat are saying. Anyways, Reborn Huga commented on one of my videos and said, oh, you haven't heard Julie describe POC as dark chocolate and milk chocolate, and how she can say that because her son-in-law is Jamaican. Zach, did you turn on captions? No. Thanks so much. Let me do that real quick. And by that I mean for Twitch specifically. Captions should hopefully be there if you're watching on YouTube. Not Pookie says, oh my god, she keeps getting worse and worse. And then My Little World Reborn says, and how about her publicly talking about her foster kids' parents' addiction struggles on her channel, always pointing out those were original nation families. And this is just a screenshot, so I can't click on read more, so I don't know what else that person had to say. But this, I believe, kind of points back to, you know, the conversations we were having about the things that Julie was implying about Marisol, who is not white, right? Like, there was a lot of macroaggressions, lots of judgments and statements about her being poor, going to food pantries. Marisol did comment as well on my video, by the way. She responded to somebody. I think Marisol was confused. I'll pull that one up too. Let me just go ahead and do it. I think Marisol was just confused because I don't think the person meant anything bad about Marisol specifically. But they timestamped something from my video and said, is it just me or is she being Julie, insinuating that Marisol steals the clothes from Marshall's? And then I think Marisol misinterpreted it and thought that commenter was trying to say that Marisol steals. And so Marisol said, it's just you. I do not steal anything from anywhere. And even Julie didn't say that. She's just mad that I'm super blessed and she's not. If there's going to be talks about me, which I don't care, let it be known that I go to pantry to feed the homeless and my senior neighbors that can't get out much. I have another channel, Harlem's Homeless Angels, which, by the way, doesn't have too many videos on there because it's hard to feed my people and record. Plus, I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. I get the food from pantry, cook it, and serve the homeless. Maybe that's why I'm favored by God. And then someone followed up and said, maybe they didn't say you steal clothes. They asked if that's what Julie was trying to say about you without outright saying it. So there you go. So here we are. Here we are. I think what Marisol is just trying to say is that, like, when she does go to the pantry, which is what Julie was trying to say about her, like, how is she going to the pantry and taking all this food if she can spend all this money on Reborn dolls. I think what Marisol is trying to say is, like, hey, I don't necessarily eat that food for myself. I cook it for my neighbors and the seniors in my community, and I take it to them. So I did just want to include that because that seemed to be Marisol, like, defending herself at least from some of the accusations from Julie the Country Cottage. What I'll also say, and I should have said earlier, is I'll make sure to link the other two videos where I covered some of this drama, so that you can go watch those if you didn't watch them and you want to get caught up so you can have more context. To be fair, what I'm talking about today doesn't necessarily require the context of the drama between Marisol and Julie, mostly because today we're just talking about what seems to be Julie's response to me making those videos, to me making those reactions and things like that, because she's been quite dramatic. Okay? Starting with a community tab post on her channel. I'll have to scroll for a second. This one right here. Okay, let me make it a bit bigger so it's easier to read for the audience. And she says, so yet again, my YouTube content has been removed off my channel. Oh, before I say that, I should say, the original video of hers where she was saying all this shit about Marisol, she took down. She took it down off of her channel. So the only place on the internet actually that you can see it now, both of the videos I reacted to, the only place you can see them now is me reacting to them because she took them down. Okay, she removed them from her channel. But she makes it sound like I took them off her channel, which isn't a thing I can do. I don't know why she words it like this. But let me start over. So yet again, my YouTube content has been, removed off my channel and used for fodder for total strangers to mock, judge, speculate, about who I am, etc. And again, my two worlds of online versus reality collide. And truth be told, I love both worlds. But one is safe and kind with people I trust and show their love every day. I'm at a crossroads. I've sold a lot of my dolls and downsized hugely. But I also bought a dream baby before I knew about this latest situation. And desperately want to share her. Do I carry on or admit defeat? As always, appreciate your feedback. Love and hugs. And then she included this photo of herself. Bigly. And so that's fascinating to me. Like, fascinating that my little reaction to her, which to be honest could have been a one-off. We could have never been here again. Just for the record. I probably would have left it behind unless they like found some kind of way to get into more drama. Oh, that's a great point, Lizzie. How does she want feedback but gets mad when people have feedback? Because that's what I had. I think I had fair and legitimate feedback in my video. Okay. So there's that. Okay. All right. She also has talked about this in videos as well. In particular, I'm going to share a clip with you now. I had to pull over my Discord community.
And that is purely my opinion. And that has just been...
No, ma'am, calm down. So, if you have... if you've been in the Twitch stream before with us this week, and you saw me talking about this earlier this week, we have already watched this clip, but for continuity, for those watching at home on the YouTube replay, I just want to share again, and we might pause and have some conversation about it. Okay. But we need to be having this conversation because what she says in this clip is crazy.
And that is purely my opinion. And that has just been, having had, black babies in my collection. And I'm saying black babies because I used to use the term milk chocolate babies or dark chocolate babies. And
why did you do that? And Diva, why would you do that? And why would you do that, Julie? Weirdly. Yeah, are you calling the white babies white chocolate, girl, or what? Or is it just something that you use to describe non-white baby dolls that you purchase? That doll has seen too much. No, girl, look at her face. That girl has seen too much.
Given my last attack, where my content was removed from my channel, taken over to somebody else's, and then, exploited.
Removed from my channel, taken over to someone else's, and exploited. Oh, so you're the victim. Somebody called you out for your bad behavior, and now you're the victim. Weirdly.
It was mentioned that, saying that my babies that are, not Caucasian, that have different, beautiful, rich skin tones, saying that they were milk chocolate or dark chocolate was a racial slur. So, here in Canada, adults
here in Canada, it's not that far away from here in the United States of America, Diva. Also, I don't know that she's actually specifically talking about me here, because I didn't know until I saw that comment in my comment section that she had even done this previously. So I think she is referring to the people in my comments who were bringing this up, and bringing up that she like uses a Jamaican son-in-law to like justify her language and things like that. So just for context, I don't think she's specifically maybe talking about me entirely, but I do think it was my videos that inspired her to, or like, maybe not, maybe inspired's the wrong word, instigated her feelings here.
Children that have dark skin are referred to as black. So that's what I will be saying. Now,
just to be clear, we call black Americans black as well. Like, just for the record, and I can also attest to this, having grown up in like a predominantly like white space. But I think white people think that calling black people black is like somehow worse or bad. I don't know why, but it is okay to call black people. Like, it is okay to say that they are black, you know? Like, that is something that that I myself also, like, growing up, for some reason, the white adults around me made it sound like calling black people black was a problem. You know what has probably always been problematic? White people referring to them as dark chocolate and milk chocolate. That's fucking weirdly. That's fucking weirdly.
Summer here, she is biracial. So when I say biracial, I'm saying that one of her parents would have been Caucasian and...
Okay, this is gonna go along the lines of God isn't real. This doll isn't real. Her parents aren't real. She doesn't have a white parent and a black parent. She doesn't have parents, period. Diva, she's a doll. She's a piece of plastic and silicone.
The other would have been black. So, anyway, just to make that clear, you know, a lot of you that have been following me for a while are going to be noticing some really, really big changes in my channel. Just because of, you know, my content being used for exploitation. You know, I'm going to no longer mention like anything about my family.
Okay.
Ever.
All
because, right. Those things have been exploited. You know, I've always been really super open with all of you, you know, just about my family. I've talked a lot about my family, and those things have been exploited, and by, you know,
her saying exploited, and listen, maybe there's more to the family stuff. I can't be racist. One of my doll's parents would have been black. It does kind of feel like she's saying that a little bit, but I don't think that's what she's trying to say. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, I don't... Exploited. I think she's being a little over dramatic about the use of the word exploited.
People using my content. So I'm going to be very, very careful. You know, I will talk about my babies.
Uh-huh.
I'll talk about myself.
Sure.
I will talk about my pets. But I will no longer be speaking of, you know, my family, the people that I love.
It's crazy that in the same conversation as you using weird words to describe people of color, you would also be like, but I'm not going to talk about my family anymore.
So that's, you know, what I need to do to stay on YouTube, because I would like to stay on YouTube and continue to share with you all. So yeah, this, you can just see how with this product, how you can, if you really want to take your time, if you really want, like, use this product and really take your time, you can actually get individual, well-defined curls.
Uh-huh.
And as many of you know, I do have people in my life.
Well, yeah, Megan, let's talk about that. If she considers me making a video about this, exploiting her, what does she call making like an hour? How long was that video? It was over an hour long video about Marisol. Is that not exploiting Marisol and Marisol's content? An hour and 20 minutes exactly. Like, it's just giving a little bit hypocritical to me. For curly hair, typically you add product while it's wet. Well, I'm not entirely sure Miss Julie is qualified to be doing this type of hair texture, of doing anything to it. It doesn't really seem like she knows what the fuck she's doing. Just to be clear. And if I recall correctly from the last time I watched this clip, she goes on to say that she has people with this hair type in her family, and she does their hair for them. So here we are. Not that I'm a hair expert by any means, but
I do have people in my life with this this type of hair that I do this with. So sad. It is so sad. It's
like, if this is a sign of how she does people in real life, how she does their hair, that's wild. That's wild. Super unrelated, but I must share. I was watching old Marsha Johnson vlogs, and I think she's related to one of the TLC Unexpected cast from this season. What is TLC Unexpected? I would be so interested in, I would be so interested to, like, investigate that further. Worst show ever? She is from very close to where they live. Pregnant teens. I'm not going to talk about my family. Proceeds to talk about her family. No, that's true. That's true. She was like, I'm not going to talk about people in my personal life. And then goes on to say, I got people like this in my life with this hair.
It's so sad that, you know, that I have to be in that position where I have to be so careful what I say. And yeah, it's just sad, you know, to protect myself and, you know, and the people that I love. Anyway, yeah, this.
Oh, and that's the end of that clip. That's the end of that clip, okay? So, just wild, okay? Just wild the ways that she makes herself the victim in that situation. I don't know if she's previously apologized or not for calling people of color dark chocolate, milk chocolate, whoever, whatever. I don't know if she's apologized for that or not. She doesn't seem incredibly apologetic here. I'm seeing the comments that say that TLC's Unexpected is like a worse version of 16 and Pregnant. So I don't know how much I want to go check that out. This season of Unexpected features a couple that conceived when the father was only 13 and still in middle school. Yeah, that's exactly why that sounds really uncomfortable to watch. I don't know that that's for me and my family. Oof, that sounds like a lot. So back to Julie. Turns out that Julie goes on to talk. Well, there's that. Oh, and here's a Poa ring. Ooh, that looks bad. Is that Mississippi pot roast? That's looking rough, Diva. That's looking rough. Oh, here's a short that was shared by Jamie. Okay.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the cottage.
Check out my beginner-friendly tutorials on adding realism to your replica reborn baby dolls.
So this morning I had the great pleasure of opening a brand new toddler baby girl that I purchased from Temu. When I received a replica
You got it from Temu?
From a manufacturer like Temu or Amazon or eBay or AliExpress, I like to put my own special touches on them, which I call a mini reborning, because I am not an artist, and in fact I am somewhat art challenged. But one of the things I like to do is replace the manufactured eyes for either glass or polyglass eyes from Ico. Now I'm going to show you.
Creepy.
The eye that she arrived with is the one, is this one here, the brown one.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All I can think is that she's the type of Christian who doesn't love their own relatives, only tolerates them. As an MB, I want to be loved and accepted by my family, not merely tolerated as one of the good ones or some crap. I could see that. Yeah.
It's a very dark brown, not bad quality. I was quite surprised how good the quality was. The one here is a polyglass eye from the company Ico, and because this baby girl is biracial in my nursery,
she is so fixated on the race of these baby dolls. I'm just very curious about it. It frustrates me that she doesn't understand that people are saying what they do to help her. She just takes everything as a personal insult and immediately gets defensive, and then out comes the ignorance. Fair, yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I think this is the one that she's saying she's putting in.
Because this baby girl is biracial in my nursery, I am feeling that the moss green eyes are going to look really beautiful with her her deep auburn hair and milk chocolate skin.
Wait, when was this from? Oh, this is from a month ago. A month ago that she was calling. Oh, Diva. Granted, okay, so we are watching these out of order, I think, because I'm guessing the clip that we just watched came after this one. But that is wild. And you left this up, but you took down the videos. Well, maybe it's fair that she took down the videos where she was saying rude-ass things about Marisol, but, like, you took those down and you didn't think, maybe I should take this one down? Not the light-skinned baby with green eyes. That's called eugenics. And yeah, it's given a lot. This is wild. This is wild.
The other thing was that the eye that she came with, the iris takes up the entire eye cavity, so it really takes away from the realism. So we are going through a whole process today. We are going to be putting a matte medium on this new baby girl to give her a more of a dewy, realistic skin. I am going to be glossing her nails, lips, the insides of her nose and ears with Aveline's paper glaze. She's also getting a brand new polyfill.
Is this the same doll that we were just looking at, by the way? Is this the same doll we were just looking at?
Poly pellets, and once she is all complete, I think.
No, I know that's a bunny. I'm not talking about the bunny on the on the bed. I'm saying the doll that she's giving a makeover to.
It is going to, these procedures that I'm doing are going to really add to her realism. So a little bit of a jump
is. Look.
scare, but here she is with the 2 different eyes. I am beyond thrilled.
Also, calling that using right, no, diet soda. I was like, that's really where we're going, is milk chocolate on this very light-skinned baby? I'm just like, what is the race? Like, the racism is out of control with this woman. That is, I mean, look at her skin tone compared to this baby's skin tone. It is not that far away from her own. I just, this is just so wild. She really is. It is nuts. She is wild. I just can't believe. I just really can't believe. Also, that baby really did look fine with the original eyes. It's actually the new eyes that make it look spooky and haunting, you know?
With this replica Pippa sculpt, she is absolutely beautiful. Her manufactured painting is beautiful. Come check us out at the Country Cottage if you would like.
I'm not coming to the cottage,
some
Diva.
tutorials on how.
Hot take, but these white reborn ladies being so fixated on having black/POC dolls very much gives white savior and perpetuates a lot of stereotypes about POC parents, but maybe I am #too woke. I don't think that's a hot take. I think there is something very white savior about it. There's something going on with Miss Julie and her brain. I don't think that's a hot take at all, Diva. Not even a little bit. There's definitely something to unpack there.
How I make my replica dolls more realistic. And as always, take care.
That is wild. Okay, so there are more clips that Jane pulled. So we'll get there. So Jane says Julie was going to leave YouTube and go to Facebook, not over reflecting on the things she said and how it wasn't a good look, just that the comments on what she said not being nice.
It's just.
So here we go.
It's yucky. Like, it's so yucky, but one of my videos was taken off my channel and used, used in not a positive way, let me tell ya. And
just to be clear, what do you mean not a positive way? You were literally coming for a woman for using social services, which also, let's just be clear, I don't know, like, a lot of people pointed out some good points in the comments of those videos, because Julie kept going on and on and on about how Marisol lives in rent-controlled housing. I don't know if she was actually intending to say low-income housing, or if she really meant rent-controlled housing. Because rent-controlled housing, like, everybody should want rent-controlled housing. Everybody should want, like, to be able to live in a place where their rent doesn't change from the moment they sign the lease. But I think whenever I was watching it here on stream with you all, I think I was interpreting it as her trying to say that that Marisol lived in some kind of low-income housing, which is also, just to be clear, fine. Like, low-income housing exists for a reason. Like, income-based housing exists for a reason because people need it, right? Either way, it's fine. But she kept saying rent-controlled housing, and in hindsight, I'm like, that's a good thing. Like, rent-controlled is great. But either way, Julie, your words were not taken out of context. We were watching it. It was everybody had the full context. You were saying really rude things about Marisol, and you were not saying nice things about her. You were not talking about Marisol in a nice way on your channel either, girl. Just to be clear.
Of course, you know, I had a pretty visceral reaction to what people were saying about me, and I kind of did what I've done in the past. You know, that's it. I'm done. You know, I'm gonna move over to Facebook and just enjoy my dolly friends over on Facebook. Because I find my group, All Dolls Welcome on Facebook, to be a very, very safe place.
All Dolls Welcome on Facebook. Oh, I opened up Facebook and oh my gosh, I just saw a baby announcement. All Dolls Welcome on Facebook. I'm just pulling this up for later. Oh, it's a private Facebook group. It's I don't think they'll probably let me in. It's a private one. Oh, she's a an admin of it. That's not even hard to find. Like, I just found her personal Facebook because she's listed as an admin there. I mean, I'm not trying to pull that up on I'm not pulling that up here on stream or anything, but that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, well, there you go. First your money, then your clothes. Here we are. Here we are.
Yeah, I find it to be I feel very safe there. And, you know, just sharing, you know, photos of my...
She probably feels safe there because she can probably just delete any posts that are not welcoming of her, that are not kind to her, because she's an admin.
Dolls, but you know what I'm doing in my nursery. I even occasionally, you know, share stuff about what's going on, you know, around the farm. That was my plan. So I decided that.
Y'all don't go harass these people in this group. That was not my goal here. Leave these people alone. Leave Julie alone. She is a racist, so if karma is real, some shit's gonna kick her in the ass anyways. Okay. She gonna get what she get, and she probably will throw a fit. All right. But don't be doing all of that. We're not those people. I was curious about the group if it was a public group, but it is not. It is clearly private. They don't want people looking. So since it's not public, I'm not going to be trying to snoop around in there.
I'm going to do a massive downsize if I was going to no longer post on Facebook. And
okay, so that's the first clip. Oop, click the wrong button.
It's yuck.
Here's the second clip.
Like, when all this went down, because I found out like 3 days after the fact that my content was being used in a bad way.
In a bad way.
I found out 3 days later, and the only reason I found out was because one of my subscribers posted a link of the video in my comments. The very last video I did on Oakley Rose, like my update with Oakley Rose.
Her update with Oakley Rose? What kind of name is Oakley Rose, by the way? I kind of want to go find the Oakley Rose video. My update on... Well, is this Oakley Rose? Is this her? I love her and I fear her being very real. 3-month full body silicone baby girl update. I love her and I fear her. You fear your baby girl? What? Is she haunted? Is this Oakley Rose? Sorry, we gotta scroll down for a bit. We gotta scroll down. I want to see if the link is here. I don't see it. I'm just so curious. Maybe she didn't leave it up. Maybe she didn't. Or maybe I can't wait to get my Oakley sculpt. Okay. Maybe she just didn't leave it up. Anyways, back to the video.
And I went over and you know, watch the videos, and yikes. That's all I'm going to say about that, except yikes.
What about it?
Anyway,
yikes.
when this all went down, Tanya, she called me.
Tanya?
And I didn't pick up. And she knew I wasn't picking up because I was so heartbroken and kind of basically in the midst of a panic attack. So she called me a second time and she just kept letting it ring. And I picked up because I knew. I knew she wasn't giving up, because that's what best friends do for each other, you know? That's what best friends do for each other. Even they know they do things that you don't want that's in your best interest. And I would do the same for her. I would do the same for her. Absolutely. I am going this week to get my passport because
she really does seem like such a victim in this situation. Like, girl, you're getting upset because people in the comments of my video rightfully pointed out that it's weird that you call babies milk chocolate and dark chocolate.
My husband said, "That's it. We're going to visit Terry and Tanya." So anyway,
she said, I'm so hurt from the YouTubies. I gotta go visit my Dolly friends in America." Like, what?
I've got an iced coffee, in case you're wondering what all that clinking is. I've actually got an iced coffee and a bubbly water, because I'm hard at work up here. I am hard at work.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, after I started thinking, well, maybe I could come back to YouTube, and share with all of you, but just really, 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 really protect myself from any further, exploitation by just, not talking about anything but myself, my dolls, and my pets. Not my family, not any issues I may have with other you.
Why are we always looking at her bed? Cam up, Julie. I don't know why she ain't never on camera. I don't know about her cinematography, to be honest with you. Protect your inner racism by going over to Facebook. Sounds about right.
YouTubers just...
Is that a basket of socks? I do think that's a basket of, like, little kid doll socks. And that is a box full of little kid shoes. Do you think she knows that trans women are called dolls, or do you think that bums her out? I think she would be real upset if she found out that trans women refer to themselves as the dolls. But we don't have to let her know that.
Strictly concentrating on myself and my hobby, and some lifestyle stuff. Like I really want to share with all of you what I'm planting this spring, and I adore that. And even though I don't get a lot of views on my cottage like farming videos, I don't get a lot of views, but I don't do them for views. I do them because I want to share.
What is she talking about, Christine? She's trying to tell people why she's so hurt and upset over over the reactions I previously did to her content, and now she's talking about how it's leading to her just not being able to talk about the things she wants to talk about on her channel. So that's pretty much it.
Stuff like that, Tanya.
So anyways, I think that's all the clips we have of it. I think that's it. Actually, we might go to the actual videos where she talked about those things, because I would be curious if there's anything in her. And by the way, she just posted 22 hours ago. So much like the girls we're used to watching, she's not serious when she says she's gonna stop posting on YouTube, because she just posted 22 hours ago, divas. The last clips was the newest one around 13 to 16 minutes. Oh, this one right here? Oh. I'm so happy you decided, I'm so happy you decided to stay on YouTube. I put in a request to join your Facebook site, but I haven't heard anything yet. Don't let negative, hateful people get to you. Your little dog is... Oh, I'm sure her dog was a little cutie. Yeah, I guess she probably highly curates her comment section. I'm sure there's not going to be anything too challenging in here. Yeah, there's nothing too challenging of her in any of it, so probably not a lot to see. But Julie, I just want to let you know, I'll keep letting you know. I'll keep letting you know that you're racist. I'll keep letting you know, cuz that's wild. There might have been some level of just like ignorance in the first videos we watched, but diva, just like the pure ignorance, and using your family to justify why you do things and that. It's weird. It's weirdly not a fan. Don't appreciate it. And I think, honestly, you could be in a really different position right now if you would just say, you know what, that was really insensitive, and thanks for educating me on that. Even though in the big year of 2026, I probably don't need to be educated about why calling a baby doll milk chocolate is inappropriate. You could have just said, thanks for educating me. and kept it going and kept it moving, diva. But you didn't, and now you have instead done what a lot of white women do, a lot of white people in general do, which is center yourself for being called out about your behavior, and made this huge ordeal about, I guess I just have to leave YouTube. Nobody's asking you to leave YouTube. People are just asking you not to be racist. Okay? People are just asking you not to be racist. Heaven forbid people want to watch some Reborn doll content that isn't steeped in racism. Imagine being a person of color who's in the Reborn community and clicks on a video and you have a doll that looks like them, and they hear you describing said doll as a white woman, as being milk chocolate, dark chocolate, caramel, whoever, whatever, it's weird. It's weirdly. Don't do it. Learn from this. Learn something from this. And you can keep posting on the YouTubies. You can keep posting on the YouTube. Nobody's asking you to leave the YouTubies. Oh yeah, and you don't need to be sitting here like making changes to your baby doll to make them look more biracial, whatever that means. That's also weirdly. There's just so many things that are weirdly here. Okay, Diva? I just really don't get it. I just really don't. It don't make no damn sense to me. And yeah, just apologize and do better, as Wauma said in the chat. Just apologize and do better. I think sometimes when I get hung up on these things and like talk about these things and call people out and ask for accountability, people think that I'm just virtue signaling or that I'm just trying to cancel people. I'm not. Like, I would really love for Julie to learn from this, because Julie learning from this means there's one more person that's going to try to approach life without being racist, is gonna try to unlearn their racist behavior. I shared in this stream, myself personally, that I grew up around white people who acted like it was a bad thing to call black people black, and would instead call them all kinds of other things, just for the record. And so I'm here to tell you that I've learned, I've grown. I haven't always been at the place that I'm at. And the reality is that there's going to be more work to do. Like, there's going to be so many more things for me to learn. I mean, there's things like what's happening with Palestine, for instance, that have been going on for decades. And to be quite honest, I've only learned about them in more recent history, in more recent years. We all have the opportunity to learn about these things and inform ourselves and become better people and advocate for what's right and make changes to who we are. That's why I bring these things up, because like, I know that I've grown, I know that I've learned a lot, and I know that you, Julie, have the capacity as well. You do. You do. I know it sounds like I'm really frustrated and upset with you, because I am, but it's also because I know I know you have the capacity to do better, much like everybody does. And I hope somebody, if Julie is not listening, then I hope somebody has heard this, taken something away from this. I think a lot of white people fear a label of being called racist, but it's worse to be racist than be called racist. Don't continue to do things that hurt people of color if you know better, Anyways, let me get off my soapbox. I hope that resonates with somebody. I hope everybody is taking something away from that. And yeah, we can all do better in all kinds of things. If there's something you don't know a lot about, if somebody comes and says to you, hey, that was offensive, or, like, you sound really uninformed about XYZ topic, just take some time to go educate yourself on it. For real. All right, I'm gonna stop. Bye, YouTubies. Subscribe. Bye. See ya.